EA Sports. It's in the game. This is one of those offensive performances that I'll never forget. What a game.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Ford Field. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Goff going to look to throw right away. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
A play fake for Swift, now Goff. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. On 4th down, Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in.
Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs, 41 yards. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Lions nothing. Mason Crosby, the kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. There's Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Goff. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Mason Crosby, the kickoff for
So
Green
they'll
Bay.
get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. Packer pressure, and down he goes. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needed to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 out the gate early.
What, 88 out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was.
He's got him in. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7.
Packers 21, Lions 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he will be taken down here as the first. Play will come to an end. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the 50, it's gone. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, It's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tariq Carpenter. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Gone.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Lions get a bit closer. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Completed out left to Dobbs. Finding room at midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Lions are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Goff on 1st down. Across the middle, he's got it complete to St. Brown. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
We're good. We're good.
Now Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Goff throwing again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he comes back with one complete. The Lions quickly now are going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet. But they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have got the yard down to the 16.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll run here with Dillon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Dillon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. On first down, gone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10.
From the red zone now, Goff. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jared Goff connecting with DJ Chark. And the Lions were able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
To throw again on second down, Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Goff. And this one too low.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert.